Yogi, Namaste. Welcome to this full body 1 hour Yin Yoga class. Sit down in a comfortable position. If you need to sit down on a block, on a cushion, if you need something, a pillow, a couple of pillows under your knees. And take a moment to check that your shoulders are really rolling down, your back is straight. And we start here breathing, connecting to our inner space. Checking how do you feel today. Looking at your breath going in and out through your nose. Good. Now, let's start this Yin Yoga class with few rounds of our diaphragmatic breath. So you will bring your hands to the sides of your lower belly. And we are going to focus here to send all our breath to this part under your palms. You can try for a few times with me. Inhaling, feel how your palms are going up as you fill up your belly going up. Exhaling down. Try for a few times. Not always is easy to do this breath. That's why we need to give enough tries to improve, to be more aware of this diaphragmatic breath. We usually, human beings, are more used to breath with the upper part chest. So do a few rounds, inhaling, palms with your belly up. Exhaling down. Up. Down. Now let's do it together. Inhale, palms up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. 3, 2, 1. One more. Up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. 3, 2, 1. Relax your hands. Take a moment here to see how does it feel after a few rounds of our pranayama with the diaphragmatic breath. good. With this beautiful connection that you just create with yourself, bring your palms in Namaste in front of your heart. And let's open this Yin Yoga practice chanting the Om mantra for once. You can inhale with me. Om. Slow, you can relax your hands. Open your eyes. Good job. We are gonna remove the block to the side and check how does it feel with your back. Your shoulders are really rolling down. Your neck is relaxed. We are gonna start here with our Anjaneyasana. So we are gonna start looking forward to the front part of the mat. And with no rush, we are gonna go forward. Here, in Anjaneyasana, one of our knees is going to be on the ground. So that means that maybe you are going to need to have extra support under the knee. So you can fold your mat or you can take a blanket. I personally prefer the blanket, but some mats are more than enough. So it depends on you. Remember that we take time to get into the asana. We are not in a rush. And we can choose how to stay here. Could be with a couple of blocks to the sides. Could be with my hands on my front leg. That could be more than enough. So readjust at the beginning of this asana to check what is your point, where you want to stay. Check that you soften your face, your expression, your mouth. Look even for a kind smile. And let's get into our Anjaneyasana. Keeping your eyes closed. Breathe here. Breathe. If you feel some tensions, some uncomfortable things, you can readjust yourself and try to go through them thanks to your breath, looking for a nice, long, quality breath in your Anjaneyasana. Breathe, softening your shoulders, your body. Now let's take 2 more breaths here. And now, take your time because it could be uncomfortable to get out of this asana. You can support yourself with your blocks. Even do a movement going forward and back to check that everything is okay. Keeping always our beautiful yin energy. This energy that we need for these kind of practices. And now, let's go for our half split of Ardha Hanumanasana. So keeping the knee on the blanket. If you need extra support, feel free to take it. We are going to stretch the front leg. In my case, I'm going to still use my blocks to the sides, but you can use other height, for example. Okay, you feel free to choose here. The back knee is gonna be down, just under the hips, front leg straight. My front foot is gonna be in flex, and my hands or my shoulders should be on the blocks down in a straight line. You can be here, even here, bringing your forearms down. It's gonna depend on you. In my case, I'm gonna start on the hands, and I will see it after a few minutes. I wanna sink deeper. Wherever you are, check that your shoulders and your neck is okay. If you need to readjust, you can readjust. Try, even if you keep the front foot in flex, try to relax your toes. So the parts of your body that could be that can be relaxed, keep them relaxed. No worries. Breathe in your Ardha Hanumanasana. Take here a few more breaths in your Ardha Hanumanasana. Then you can slowly release this asana forward. You can remove the prop to the side for now. And between both legs, we are going to go forward to the front part of the mat to Padahastasana. So take a moment to close softly both feet forward to the front part of the mat. Your feet should be as wide as your hips. You take a moment to really let the head go down. If you need to go side to side for a moment, your shoulders, your mouth, you can even open and close your mouth. And what is always interesting to do before Padahastasana is look up and down with no rush for 3 times. Down, chin to the chest, up, down, up. One more, why not?
here. You can micro-bend the knees, bring your hands on the floor, on a block if you want to. Okay, you can choose in what way you want to stay in Padahastasana. So here is not important if we touch the floor or not, or if we keep our legs totally straight or not. Okay, you can choose. I personally prefer to keep them micro-bending. I spread my toes. You can readjust at the beginning to feel more stable. Relax your neck, relax your mouth, and breathe here, relaxing. Breathe. Breathe deeply, feeling how the weight of your body is going down. If suddenly you see that some thoughts are coming to you, ask kindly to bring you a space, free space. You can let them to the side, at least for this practice, and focus on the present moment in this space with your mat, your body, your soul. Breathe here. Stay with you without running away. Breathe. If at some point you want to, you can bring your palms under your feet only if you want to. It's not necessary. Take your last few breaths here in our Padahastasana. You can do little movements. Maybe start releasing your palms. Softly bending your knees. You can relax a moment here. And we are gonna go slow. Placing both palms down on the ground and placing the right knee down to the floor. So take a moment to go down on both of your heels, on your knees. See how does it feel after this Yin Yogasana. And now we are gonna get ready to go with the opposite leg with Anjaneyasana. So take the props that you could need. Feel free to explore and take your time. In my case, I take one blanket under my right knee
I bring the front left leg forward. It's important to check that you have a straight line with your knee and your ankle. In my case, I take the blocks to have some more support. Check that both blocks are in the same height. If you need to readjust at the beginning, it's totally okay. And we come here breathing. Remember that every side of the body is different. So that means that maybe here for you, it's or easier or more difficult. And it's totally okay. You need to readjust this side for you. Giving some more love to the side that it's more challenging. Breathing. Take a few more breaths here in your Anjaneyasana. Let's go slow, releasing this asana. Remember that could be intense. Support yourself with your blocks. You can go even forward and backward to check that it's okay. And now we go with our next asana, that is Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. So remember the right knee is in a straight line with the hips. Remember that you can use your props, your blocks under your shoulders. Could be in any of the three heights, on the forearms or on the hands. And after a few breaths, you decide to switch or to change something. Feel free to do it. When you want to, we can go ahead, stretching this left front leg. And breathe. Remember, even the most intense sensations are happening in the lower part of the body. Check that you don't collapse with the upper part, that your neck is okay, your face muscles are okay as well. Good. Let's take here a few more breaths. You can slow release. Go forward for a moment if you need to neutralize any intense sensations. Take a moment to release the asana. Remove your props to the sides. And we stay here for a moment, sitting down on the heels. If this is uncomfortable for you, remember that you can always sit down on a couple of blocks. So on the heels or on a couple of blocks, you sit down here. Relax your hands on your legs. Relax everything. And we take here a few moments to see what is the result of this first part of my Yin Yoga practice. Those asanas that could be really intense along my psoas, my hamstrings. Those body parts where I keep emotions when I am afraid, when I am stressed. Let a little space here to relax, check, and see how does it feel. Good. Now we go to the next one. You can remove the props to the sides. From this position, we are gonna do a twist. So here, you bring your knees under your hips. I'm gonna stretch my right arm forward, and my left arm is gonna go to the ground with my left shoulder and my left cheek or side of the head down. So here my purpose could be or have a straight line between my hip and my knee, or if I need to, I can even lean more to the back with my hips. It's gonna depend on how do you feel better. In my case, I stay here. I'd like to drop the right shoulder down. So my purpose here is not to twist up, is to drop the right shoulder down. If you see that you need extra support under the knees or under the left arm, feel free, of course. And you breathe here, stretching your left shoulder.
Take here the last breaths. Slow, you can help yourself with your hands to go on them. And then let's go to the opposite side. So this time you will bring your right arm down to the floor with your right shoulder and your right side of your face. And you will stretch your left arm above the head. Let's go with it. Readjust until you feel okay. And then remember, bring the weight of your left shoulder down to the ground. And breathe here. Slow. You will go up on your hands. Take all the time that you could need. And here, sit down for a moment on your heels or on a block. See how does it feel. And let's go now for a sitting down position. Our next asana is going to be Upavistha Konasana. So try not to open in your 100%. Try to look for something that is nicer for you. You can always sit down on a block or on a cushion. That's going to make you feel much better in case that you feel that you lean to the back or it's painful. You can shake your legs. And we are going to go down or not, okay? If you feel enough here, you can always stay here with your hands on your legs, with your hands to the sides, or even forward. But if you want to lean forward with me, we are going to need extra support. So it could be
with a couple of blocks, even one block and one cushion. This is going to depend on you and your practice. You can use as many props as you need. So take a moment to see where you want to place your props. And when you feel ready, let's go for it. So you can inhale, lengthen the back, and exhaling you or stay or go down, hugging your props in front of you. Maybe you will simply bring the palms down and it's totally okay. Relax. Relax here in your Upavistha Konasana. If you are bending forward, maybe you can choose or try to bring your palms facing up. Relax.
Take here your last breaths.
And slow we start coming back. You can remove your props. And now let's help our legs with the hands to close this asana. After a big hip opener, it's nice to be kind. Close the legs, close the hips. Even take a moment here to relax and check if I can see any new emotion coming to me after this big opening. I simply keep listening to myself. Nice. Now you can do something nice if you need to shake your legs a little bit. Even bring the hands behind your body and go side to side with the knees before we get into our last asana of this class. So if you need to do something like this is always good because it's internal and external rotation for both of the legs. So before, after a hip opener that maybe it's intense for me, it's always nice to add these kind of movements to recheck that everything is okay. Now we go with our last asana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So it's our Baddha Konasana position, but laying down on the floor. But remember, we are in a Yin Yoga class, so maybe that means that you will need extra support under the knees. You will lay down on the ground. So maybe some people, what they do, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna show you, is bring a belt around your hips and then grab your feet, as I'm doing right now. The metal thing is gonna be in front of you, close to your feet, and in this way you will be able to close the strap. Okay, you can do this always. I prefer not to use it, but this is a good choice if you wanna come here. For me, I prefer to stay with a couple of bolsters to the sides. And here we can simply lay down on the ground, lay down on a pillow, or if I want to add some more extra back bend, heart openers, I can add a block under my chest. This could be intense, okay? So try to see if you want to do it or not. In my case, I want to do it. So if you use the block like me, you will need to readjust the block until you feel comfortable. So it's gonna be under the shoulder blades. And here, even if you think that you cannot place your head down, you can. So take a moment to really let the back go down, the upper back part of the body again. If you need to readjust the block, please feel free, because the purpose is to feel comfortable in Supta Baddha Konasana. I readjust my bolsters, my block, and when I feel okay, I choose if you want to stay here with my arms in cactus position, to the sides, on my belly, or my case, I want to stretch my arms above the head, grabbing my elbows. We start taking here a few deep breaths in this Supta Baddha Konasana. Many things are happening in this asana, so if you need to readjust at some point, feel free. And then we look for the stillness, total stillness. Relax. Slow you come back to the present moment. You can open your eyes. You can start removing your block in case that you are using the block. Take a moment to relax your neck and your back flat on the ground. You can help yourself with your hands under the legs. Close this Baddha Konasana. And before we go into our final Savasana, you can grab your knees and do something nice, side to side, why not? If you need to do any extra movement, please feel free to. And now, let's go for Shavasana. Open your legs wide on the ground. Your arms are as well, palms facing up. Close your eyes and relax totally in Savasana. Resting pose. Feel all the back of your body going down and resting on the ground. Relax your mouth, your jaw, your face muscles. Relax. Relax. All your body is totally relaxed. Relax in this safe space. Safe space from any judgment, pain, from anyone. Relax. Slow. Come back with your natural breath. You can stretch your body and come back to the present moment. You can turn on one of the sides of your body or keep resting in Shavasana for longer if you want to. And to close this practice, we can come in a sitting down position, crossing your legs, keeping your eyes closed. This is the perfect moment to see what is the result of your practice and keep it inside of you. Every sensation, every learning, peace, stillness. Breathe. bring your hands in Namaste and say thank you to you and to your body for being here. Let's close the practice chanting the Om mantra for once. You can inhale with me. Om Shanti, Om Path, Om Shanti, Namaste. Namaste, Yogi. Namaste. Take your time to come back or keep resting in your Savasana pose.